Welcome back to the latest edition of NC Sports Weekly News, your water sports essential, and there's plenty of action on the world's oceans. The divorce is done. The Virgin Camp wishes good luck to the IKA. Multiple world champion Bruno Sroka connects with NC Sports for some exclusive insight. Surf Expo 2015 lights up Rome's Santa Severa beach for a mega summer boards bash. NC correspondent Challis Popkey meets Italy's new surf heroes Airton and also Leo, just back from the J-Bay experience. With huffs and puffs and even a few bangs, Hamburg Stadium on the Elbe delivered as Leigh McMillann and the Wave Muscat fend off the Danes and the Russians. Just 2 races held, but Ben Ainslie's British Challenge begins on the right tack at the America's Cup World Series kickoff in Portsmouth. Speed is the new dimension in sailing. Super Maxi Comanche breaks the 600 nautical mile barrier in 24 hours for monohulls at the transatlantic race. NC Sports plunge into the action. The news of the PKRA losing the official recognition of the IKA indeed rocked the kite world like a tsunami last week. Richard Branson's new Virgin Kitesurf World Championship posted its official reply hours later, confirming that unfortunately the parties were unable to reach an agreement. And the discussion highlighted conflicting interests in the development of the sport, support of the youth, safety, event execution, and other topics. The statement continued by praising the work already done with ISAF in the hopes for an even stronger partnership. In fact, adding that the VKWC will continue to promote and host the 2015 season as scheduled. Competition format and all established rules and regulations will remain in place under guidance from ISAF. With a best wishes for the future at IKA, the divorce with Branson now appears final. The freestyle tour, historically the main attraction at any kite event, will become a separate, fully professional commercial enterprise. While slalom racing and the Olympic quest will have their own IKA ISAF path to follow. NC Sports connected with multiple world champion and regular Nautical Channel contributor Bruno Sroka for an exclusive insider's perspective on what is really going on in the kite world. Here's a key passage of the video chat. You can catch the complete interview in the next edition of Top Story, to air in mid-August.
Since the beginning of the conversation, we feel the tension between everybody. I think it's like pretty much everywhere the same. The guy to have the money, have the power. I think the goal of Richard is to grow up the kite in different levels. And it's more business view. IKA is more federation view. It's completely different. It's the reason why I think the divorce is done, because Richard is manager of the big company and he wants to create a business. IKA or ISAF don't see these visions, don't see the business direction. It's a more organization, structuration of everything, organize the competition, but not the business in the back.
Italy's famous for a lot of things, but they're not famous for being a surfing powerhouse. However, there are 2 young guys who are making a name for this country in the world of surfing. The first one is just 17 years old, but already the most promising surfer that Italy has ever seen. His name is Leo Fioravanti. The second is a kite surfing world champion. His name is Airton, and they are both here on the beach today in Santa Severa. Let's go meet them. Wonderful. Not much more to ask for. And you're close to home here, right, in Santa Severa?
Yeah, I live in Cerveteri, which is literally 10 minutes away.
Kelly Slater, you were surfing with him in J Bay, right? Just a couple seconds before the shark attack on Mick Fanning. Can you talk to us a little bit about that? What happened?
Yeah, in between the semis and the final, there was like a break. There's like a 20-minute break. There always is one. And so the waves are perfect and there's nobody out, and I just put my wetsuit on and I ran out. Me and Kelly were the last ones left in the water, and the final already started, and so we're getting in on the rocks, and all we heard was people screaming, the commentators screaming, going, "Shark attack, get out of the water, boats, go save them." The boats just freaking out, going towards the riders, and everybody was just in shock. Luckily, Mick was fine, but I mean, the videos are just crazy. You just see the great white 12, 15-foot great white just come from behind. Like, I don't think he tried to attack, because if he tried to attack, it would have got him straight away. But still, I think it ran into the board and got stuck on the leash and then freaked out. But still, I mean, when you come that close to a shark and you come out safe, I mean, is he the luckiest guy in the world or the unluckiest guy? Like, you don't know.
So I'm here with Airton Cozzolino. How are you doing today?
Yeah, today is fun, huh? I'm fun. There is a couple of waves, and yeah, we're all doing fine.
So you recently won the Kitesurf World Championships in Spain. Can you tell me about that competition?
Yeah, I've been this invited competition, and like 1 week ago, I just won. I was so happy because I've been there like 10 days before for training. This is a good event because it's a really new discipline. I don't know if you guys heard about strapless kiteboarding, but it's a board without the straps, you know. It's got more harder to make tricks. So they make this new kind of competition, strapless. I just trained hard for it and it was so fun, and a lot of people get motivated. And I'm so stoked to win it.
With the River Elbe becoming the perfect stadium, the Hamburg 2015 debut offered top-end racing in a sensational Act 4 of the Extreme Sailing Series. Tricky winds and treacherous tides played a big role, with huffs, puffs, and some spectacular action, with 3 contenders battling for the top spot all the way to Sunday's very last race. Following their Cardiff win and taking the overall lead in the series, the Wave Muscat again pulled out their tactical supremacy here in Hamburg, nailing consistent wins, placements, and often putting its rivals against each other. Ultimately, the Omanis sealed the deal with a total of 200 points in 26 demanding races. Just 10 points behind, literally wedging in between overall leaders the Wave and SAP Extreme, Gazprom's team's second place was the big surprise at this German stopover. Led by Kiwi skipper Phil Robinson, the Russian squad posted high scores early on to become a contender, just like Leigh McMillann and Jess Graham Hansen. Luck was clearly not on the side of SAP Extreme. First, they put on a spectacular capsize on day 3, and then became victims of a collision with GAC Pindar, suffering hull and daggerboard damage on the last day. Still, with a crippled boat, Graham Hansen and Kostner pulled off a fantastic 3rd place, and also managed to hold on to their 2nd spot on the overall leaderboard. While newcomers Oman Air, Team Turks, and Dino Sonego reaped their first small successes in this very tough game. Just 3 stops are left on the Extreme Sailing Series 2015 calendar, with St. Petersburg up next at the end of August. Meanwhile, get the full take from Hamburg in the next NC Sports Buzz. Racing in his Portsmouth home waters on his new foiling 45 bar, Sir Ben Ainslie has won the first of the stopovers for the America's Cup World Series in 2015. It was an unlucky debut, however, for the series, with only 2 races held on the Saturday and ultimately with racing completely cancelled by the 30-knot winds blowing on Sunday. With a second and a first place, the new British challengers held the Kiwis of ETNZ at bay by a single point. Winners of race 1 now with Burling on helm. Defender Oracle with Jimmy Spithill closed the third. Head-to-head between Groupama Team France with Frankama and Dean Barker's SoftBank Team Japan on equal points in 4th and 5th place. Sweden's Artemis Racing struggled in last place. Setting the astonishing new mark of 618 nautical miles covered in 24 hours, the new 100-foot Super Maxi Comanche with Ken Reed on helm has taken sailing to a whole new dimension in speed during the transatlantic race. The super high-tech monohull built at Hagden Yachts, owned by the Clark family, held an average speed of 25.75 knots, while skipper Reed reported that top speeds were often above 35 knots. The World Speed Sailing Record Council has been awfully busy over the last decade or so, rewriting the official books as the materials, designs, and innovative technologies are revolutionizing the sport. The previous 24-hour monohull distance record had been set by Ericsson 4 with Torben Graal at the Volvo Ocean Race 2008-9 with 596.6 nautical miles in leg 1 from Alicante to Cape Town. Join the current Nautical Channel fans, the Huffs, the Puffs, and the Crash Bang. Stay tuned for the next NC Sports Buzz, premiering this Saturday at 7 p.m. with all the highlights, complete interviews, and the very best from the Extreme Sailing Series in Hamburg. Plunge into the action with NC Sport.